Madam President, thank you very much for joining us on Euronews. We're in a vastly different G7 than we were this time last year. Obviously, the savage war in Ukraine. On top of that, spiralling inflation, prospect of a very difficult winter ahead when it comes to energy prices. What can this G7 do for people who are worried about those issues?
Yes, there are a lot of concerns and worries out there, rightly so. You just named the different challenges. It is very reassuring that this group has a lot of confidence and trust in itself because we know each other very well by now. We've gone through the pandemic, now this atrocious war, and therefore it's good to sit together and to discuss what can we do as G7, not only for our people but for the whole world. And the problems are so big that it needs the whole world to answer them.
And do you think that there can be something concrete on that delivered at this G7?
Oh, certainly. First of all, strong support for Ukraine as long as it is necessary, as long as it takes. This is certainly one of the deliverables. Secondly, on the food crisis, that we want to join forces, what the support to vulnerable countries is concerned, but also to get the grain out of Ukraine and to have a mid- and long-term strategy how to improve the situation of the vulnerable countries to produce their own food. And on energy, to stand together to make sure that the prices are not going through the roof, but also to invest heavily into renewables. That's the main track.
One of the things that could, I suppose, be delivered at this G7 is the prospect of a price cap on oil. It seems very complicated. Obviously, you need full global buy-in. Can you tell us if there is a potential that we could get agreement and how would it work?
Yeah, we agreed to explore. The mechanism is basically if, as you see, the European Union is walking away from Russian oil right now. What should not happen is that Putin takes this oil, goes to the world market, prices are going up, and he's filling his war chest. And therefore, it needs a broader alliance to say we're willing to pay a decent price, but not a skyrocketing price. And we're willing to reward the production of oil, but at that level, there should be then the price cap, and we all buy in. It is not only good not to fill Putin's war chest, but it's also very important for the developing countries, the vulnerable countries, because the skyrocketing oil prices are heavily negatively impacting on them. And us as Europeans, we're winding down the oil by 90% till the end of the year. But it's more the whole world. The oil price that is so high is not only affecting the European Union, it is mostly affecting the vulnerable countries. And here we want to take responsibility.
Do you think you will get support from India, China and so on for this price capping?
Well, we'll explore that with them. It is, as you said, complicated. It's not trivial. So we have to really flesh it out. But it's worth to look at it because we have to give an answer to the phenomenon I was just describing.
President von der Leyen, thank you very much for joining us on Euronews.
Thank you very much.